Okay, so this video is for anybody that has the TSDZ2B. I just got this set up and it is awesome. It has the custom firmware. You can order this on Amazon with the custom firmware already installed. I'll leave a link to that in the description. But I think that particular kit, it is not available right now. But maybe there's other sellers on Amazon. But I was able to buy this with the custom firmware. I think the version is, let's see, 4.2. I think that's what it is. Yeah, here, let me turn it off and show you. So when you start it up, it'll show you the firmware version. Yeah, so it showed it really quick. Anyway, I think it's 4.2. So I got a 20 amp hour battery and the TSDZ2B kit, and on a 26-inch specialized hard rock frame. And yeah, like I said, it's an amazing setup. I tuned mine to go up to 650 watts. I haven't done the temperature sensor mod yet, but I did do the cooling mod, and I'll link those in the description. So I highly recommend you do the cooling mod, which you open up this cover and in there you add, I bought a cooling plate from a seller online. It was about $17, and you add that between the motor and the rest of the unit, and that helps with heat dissipation. And then on top of the motor, underneath this cover, I put some heat pads, some thermal pads that you use on computers, and that transfers the heat from the top of the motor to the case. So everything is, yeah, transferring heat fairly efficiently. And my goal with this setup was to, on setting 5, which is the highest setting that I have, it's giving you up to 650 watts, and I wanted it to feel like you're not pedaling that hard. I think I'm putting maybe, I don't know whether or not this thing's accurate, but I'm putting about 100 watts when I'm pedaling, and it's putting out 3 times that amount. So I feel really good when I'm riding this. It's like I'm hardly pedaling at all, and that's what I wanted. And so the settings, here I'll write it, and then I'll show you the settings that I did to make it ride this way. So you can see here that the human power, I'm doing maybe, looks like 30 watts, and it's outputting, so if I go up to 50 watts, it's putting out about 3 times that, and it goes up from there. So it scales really fast, so I can ride this thing really carefully. Like, I can ride it really slow, I'm barely pushing on the pedals, and it's going really easy, there's no jumpiness. But then if I mash the pedals, it gives me almost 500, so there's 550 watts right there. So I'm already going 17 miles an hour, and I can cruise at 20 miles an hour without even trying. Like, I'm not putting out that much wattage, and I can cruise at 20 miles an hour. So I really like this setup. It feels really good, and you can feel the power assistance. That's what a lot of users have critiqued about this motor, is that it's kind of doesn't you can't really feel the power. But the way I have this set up, you can really feel it. So the way that I did that is, first of all, it's on power assist mode. So there's 5 settings. You can do hybrid, you can do torque, you can do power, you can do cadence, and then EMTB. So I have it on power. And so if you go into the settings, first of all, on the battery, max current of 14 amps. You can see all the settings there. State of charge, that's all battery stuff. You don't need to see that. That's based on what battery you have. Motor, I have it set at power max 650 watts. Motor acceleration 20, motor deceleration 20. Field weakening enable. So my torque sensor settings, this was really tricky to tune in, but I weigh 150 pounds and like I said, I don't want to pedal too hard. Like I want to feel the assistance. And so what I needed to do that really made a big difference was torque offset adjust, putting that all the way up to 34. Torque range adjust, putting that all the way up to 40. And then the angle adjust, turning that up to 40. And then the torque ADC step advance, tune that to 40. That goes up to 50. 50 is kind of weird. 40 is like this nice sweet spot where I get nice scaling, and it just feels really good. And in all of these things, you're going to want to set these, do the calibration thing. You can read about that online. So you can set the ADC offset and then the ADC max. And those things are important so that you get accurate readouts and like a good scaling factor. So yeah, these are the settings. You can copy those if you want, try it out. And then my assist levels. So I'm using power assist, like I said, and these are all of my settings. And I don't know, this feels really good. On level 1, that's hardly any assistance at all, but you can still feel it. And if I was cruising in the city or something, I would probably use that if I didn't want to, like if I was doing city sidewalks or wanted to conserve battery, I'd use that. Level 3 or level 2, the way that it does this, I think, is that there's 9 levels, and when you set it on 5 levels assistance, it picks the level 1, the level 3, level 5, level 7, and level 9. And anything you put for those becomes your settings for the 5 levels. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. All I know is that level 5 is giving all of it. And sometimes I ride in level 4, which is actually still, like I can still feel it and it feels really good. But power assist, the reason why I use this is because at low cadence, it does not assist you very much. And I like that because you can finesse it. You can really ride slowly. You can ride with a lot of control at low speed. But then when you're hauling ass and you're in a high cadence, it gives you all of the power. Like it scales up and it gives you all of the power. And yeah, so these are the settings I use. Leave it on power assist, and I've had the best results. I've tried torque, I've tried hybrid, but I love the way that power assist works. And then startup boost, I would do this as well. This feels really good. These settings gives me enough boost from a stop. Motor temperature, I'm still working on getting the temperature sensor installed. So eventually I'm going to use that as well. I don't use street mode, and then these other variables, you can just play around with them. So yeah, that's how I set mine up. I feel pretty good about it. It's a lot of fun. It's just enough power. And yeah, I can ride 5 miles without breaking a sweat, and it also feels like I'm actually still getting exercise. So yeah, because even though it's set at 650 watts for the max, when you're actually riding on a flat road and you're cruising at like 20 miles an hour, I think I'm only using 200 watts. It's only when I'm going uphill or I'm coming up to acceleration, coming up to speed, that it's using 550. Sometimes I see it touch 600. But I'm not trying to burn my motor up either. So riding at 20 miles an hour, it's using, 250 watts, 300 watts, and it feels really good. All of those settings, you can go back and watch it. I highly recommend you try it out, and I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching.